So good morning my dear students and friends. Today we discuss about from the last class continuation. Okay, so last class we discussed about some of the physical quantities and how to calculate the physical dimensional and abbreviation of power of 10. There is a two types of power of 10. One is negative power of 10 and positive power of 10. The description will be given in the description. Okay, if you want, please check the link. So so today we discuss about two cases. One is base quantities, then second one is derived quantities. Okay, so this is the two things to discuss today. What are all the basic quantities? First of all, we know that. Then what are all called derived quantities? So what is meant by a base quantities? So before going to the base quantities, we know that what is meant by physical quantities. What is meant by physical quantities? So all those quantities, for example, length, mass, time, density and etc. Okay, those quantities can be measured is called physical quantities. Okay, then all those quantities can be measured, which is called physical quantities. Okay, so about base quantity means that should be a minimum number of physical quantities. Okay, that is the minimum number of physical quantities. Physical quantities that should be a selected. So and how to define, which are all standardized. So standardized, why we have to say that standardized, which are all called basic quantities. Okay, so the minimum number of physical quantities can be selected and their units are defined and standardized, and also other physical quantities can be expressed or called basic quantities. So here what is meant by a derived quantities? So physical quantities defined in terms of base quantities. Base quantities is called derived quantities. Above base quantity பொறுத்து தான் we have to define the derived quantities. What are all the base quantities? What are all the examples? Length, then mass, time, then electric current and temperature and amount of substance and intensity of light. These are all the example. So what is my derived quantities? Depends upon the based quantities we have to define, that is called derived quantities. Length, mass, time, electric current, இதை பொறுத்து தான் we have to derived quantities. For example, then speed, then area. So how to define area? For example, area is equal to length into breadth. Here length, it should be a depends upon the base quantities. Okay, what is meant by a length into length? That should be a meter. Area is equal to meter square. Okay, how to define then speed? Speed is equal to distance by time. Okay, so but distance meter times second, then meter, then second goes to numerator, meter second inverse. Okay, these are all based upon the basic quantities. Okay, that is length, mass, time, electric current, temperature, amount of suspense, and intensity. So based upon the base quantity, we have to define all the derived quantities, then speed, area, then volume, then density, then etc. Okay, then so they are 7 in number. Okay, so they are 7 basic quantities: length, mass, time, electric current, temperature, amount of suspense, and intensity. So there should be a 7 in number, which is called as base quantity. In derived quantity, it should be a infinite. Okay, infinite, there should be a no fixed number. Okay, this is the difference between what is meant by a base quantity and derived quantity. I hope you understand. Okay, okay, next we move on to next one. Okay, okay, upon next how to define a standard form. Standard form or scientific notation. Scientific notation. So how to define standard form and scientific notation? So then scientific notation or scientific form can be written in many ways. It should be written. Okay, how to write? It may be either too big or too small. Okay, so then scientific notation can be written in many ways. That should be only a number. Either it may be a too big or too small. Okay, it should be a written in decimal form. That is the important thing, decimal form. So this is called scientific notation or standard form. So how to explain? For example, if you take either large or small number, that is n. Okay, n can be expressed in terms of a number, that should be a m. Okay, if you take either large or small number n, this n can be expressed in terms of m and a power of 10. Power of 10. Okay, so how to write? Then n is equal to m into 10 power n. So from the last class itself we discussed 10 power n. That should be abbreviation of power of 10. It may be either a negative power of 10 or positive power of 10. Up here m என்றது என்ன, n என்றது என்ன? So m is a non-zero digit. Okay, for example, the first number, for example, if m is equal to 1 into 10 power 3 or 3 into 10 power 4, this is the condition. So if you take this is 0 into 10 power 3 or 0.3 into 10 power 7, which is wrong. So this only a right form. Okay, so the first digit must be a non-zero digit, which is called m. Then n is the power of 10. It may be either positive or negative. Okay, are you understand? Okay, good. So for example, if you write, for example, the mass of the moon, if you take the mass of moon can be written approximately, then 70, that should be a 0 0 0 0 0 0, then 0 0 0, then 0 0 0. Okay, then how can write? Which is called kilogram. Okay, this is the mass of the moon, approximately we can write. So how to write in that scientific notation as standard form? That should be a, the first number should be a non-zero digit. So 0 irukku kudadu. Appo enna agum? First number that should be a 7. Appo 7 into 10 power. How many zeros are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 10 power 13 kilogram. Okay. This is the scientific notation. So second example, for example, the diameter of atomic nucleus is 0. For example, if you take then 0.00000000001 meter. So how can write in scientific notation? That should be a here 1. You have to write how many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About 10 power minus 9 meter. Okay, this is the positive power of 10. This is negative power of 10. So in this way we have to define the scientific notation or standard form. So many competitive exam the question may be asked in this type of only. So I give one example. Okay, so the scientific notation of number 0.0001 can be written as, there should be a 4 option. A is equal to 10 power minus 3, then B is equal to 10 power 3, then C is equal to 10 power 4, then D is equal to 10 power minus 4. So if you understand, please give your answer in the comment section. So please do like, share and comment. Thank you.